everyone, my name is Vanessa Piangos and I'm excited to discuss the fundamental principles of human rights. Today, I'll be focusing on the concept that the dignity of man and human life is inviolable. First is, the principle of human dignity is a cornerstone of human rights. It asserts that every individual has inherent worth and deserves to be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. This principle is rooted in the idea that human life is sacred and should be protected at all costs. The concept of human dignity is closely tied to the right to free development of one's personality. This means that every person should be able to grow and develop as an individual, free from oppression, discrimination, and other forms of harm. A legitimate state has a responsibility to protect and promote human dignity. This includes ensuring that government functions are carried out in a way that respects the inherent worth and dignity of every human being. In real life applications, this principle is crucial in promoting social justice, combating discrimination, and protecting vulnerable populations. For example, it informs our approach to issues like poverty, education, healthcare, and human trafficking. The principle of human dignity is a fundamental aspect of human rights. It reminds us that every individual has inherent worth and deserves to be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion. Human dignity is a fundamental principle of human rights. Every individual has inherent worth and deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. The right to free development of one's personality is closely tied to human dignity. Second, a legitimate state has a responsibility to protect and promote human dignity. Third, this principle has real-life applications in promoting social justice and protecting vulnerable populations. This is the example of the topic about human rights principle. The dignity of man and human life is inviolable. Example, the Rohingya refugee crisis in Myanmar, in Burma, in 2017. The Myanmar military launched a brutal crackdown on the Rohingya Muslim minority, leading to the displacement of over 700,000 people to neighboring Bangladesh. The Rohingya were subjected to widespread human rights abuses, including mass killings and torture, rape and sexual violence, forced labor and slavery, destruction of homes and villages, denial of citizenship and basic rights. This crisis is a stark example of the violation of human dignity and the inviolability of human life. The Rohingya people were treated as less than human, denied their basic rights, and subjected to unimaginable suffering. This example illustrates the importance of upholding human dignity and the inviolability of human life. The Rohingya crisis highlights the consequences of failing to protect these fundamental human rights principles. It also underscores the need for governments, international organizations, and individuals to work together to prevent such atrocities and promote human dignity for all. The Rohingya crisis is a grave example of human rights abuses. The violation of human dignity and inviolability of human life has served consequences. Upholding human dignity and human life is essential for promoting human rights and preventing atrocities. Next is, I'm excited to discuss Republic Act number 7438, also known as the Rights of Persons Arrested, Detained, or Under Custodial Investigation Act of 1992. Republic Act number 7438 is a Philippine law that aims to protect the rights of individuals who are arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation. The law defines the rights of these individuals, as well as the duties of arresting, detaining, and investigating officers. The law provides that individuals who are arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation have the right to, first, be informed of their rights. Second, remain silent and not to be forced to make any statement. Third, be provided with a lawyer or counsel. 4. Be treated with respect and dignity. 5. Be provided with adequate food, shelter, and medical attention. On the other hand, the law also provides that arresting, detaining, and investigating officers have the duty to, first, inform the individual of their rights. Second, ensure that the individual is treated with respect and dignity. Third, provide the individual with adequate food, shelter, and medical attention. Fourth, avoid using torture, force, or coercion to extract information. The law also provides penalties for violations of these rights and duties, including imprisonment and fines. For example, in the case of a person arrested for a crime, Republic Act number 7438 ensures that the person is informed of their rights, provided with a lawyer, and treated with respect and dignity. This helps to prevent abuses of power and ensures that the individual's rights are protected. This law has real-life applications in the Philippines, where it has been used to protect the rights of individuals who are arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation. It has also been used to hold law enforcement officials accountable for any violations of these rights. Republic Act number 7438 is an important law that protects the rights of individuals who are arrested, detained, or under custodial investigation. It provides a framework for ensuring that these individuals are treated with respect and dignity, and that their rights are protected. Next to discuss is the rights of a person during custodial investigation. This is an important topic that ensures the protection of individuals' rights and dignity during the investigation process. During custodial investigation, a person has the following rights. First, the right to be informed of his rights. This means that the person must be informed of their rights, including the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney, and the right against torture or coercion. Second, the right to remain silent and to be reminded that anything he says can and will be used against him. This means that the person has the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. They must also be reminded that anything they say can be used as evidence against them. Third, the right to an attorney or to counsel, preferably of his own choice. If not, one will be provided for him. This means that the person has the right to have an attorney or counsel present during the investigation. If they cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for them. So, fourth, right against torture, force, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means which vitiate the free will of the person. This means that the person has the right to be free from any form of torture, force, or coercion during the investigation. Number 5, right against secret detention, places, solitary, incommunicado, or other similar forms of detention. This means that the person has the right to be detained in a safe and humane environment and not in secret or solitary confinement. For example, in the case of a person arrested for a crime, the police must inform them of their rights, including the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. The police must also ensure that the person is not subjected to any form of torture or coercion during the investigation. These rights are essential in ensuring that individuals are treated fairly and humanely during the investigation process. They also help to prevent abuses of power and ensure that the investigation is conducted in a lawful and transparent manner. The rights of a person during custodial investigation are essential in protecting their dignity and ensuring that they are treated fairly and humanely. It is important for law enforcement agencies to respect and uphold these rights during the investigation process. So, mga key points is, first, the right to be informed of his rights. Second is the right to remain silent. Third, the right to an attorney or counsel. Fourth, the right against torture, force, or coercion. 5. The right against secret detention, places, or solitary confinement.